Now, now check this out, okay? Right here, you're about to watch the Chiefs punt the ball. Julian Edelman touches the ball, but there's controversy surrounding this, and the thumbs become a pivotal point, and they map onto Aaron Rodgers.
They brought it back, and Mahomes isn't Brady. He's not changing plays on the line of scrimmage yet because he's so young.
Big stand by the Patriot defense, forcing the 3-and-out. Big hop here. It's going to be rough because you can't advance it. It's going to be right where he picks it up and bounces off of Edelman.
Well, if Edelman touches it, it's Chiefs ball right there. It's not a touchdown like you said. He can't advance it above the line. But is he making it seem like he didn't touch it? Is he making it seem like he didn't touch it? Is he making it seem like he didn't touch it?
I mean, it's ridiculous. How can somebody make it seem like they didn't touch it after the play is already over?
There is so much riding on this goal right here. What are you saying?
You know, the two pieces that I'm concentrating on, Jim, are the thumbs. And it appears from this angle that the right thumb would be the thumb under question as it lifts there. Again, clear and obvious. Ruling on the field is that it touched the returner.
But right thumb there
But then
doesn't
when
touch
we look
it.
at this thumb, we see nothing.
We saw the other angles. It didn't hit anywhere on the shoulder. It's one of these two thumbs. Now we know the right thumb didn't work there. The left thumb looks like it hits there.
Oh yeah, that totally touched.
The left thumb looks like it hits there.
Oh yeah, that totally touched.
See how the right thumb never touches? But the left thumb, when you turn it around from the other angle, doesn't look like it hits. So now look at the left thumb. The left thumb was the key right here. So now look at the left thumb. The left thumb was the key right here. So now look at the left thumb. The left thumb was the key right here. So now look at the left thumb. The left thumb was the key right here.
So as you can see, Aaron Rodgers' left thumb is lined up perfectly with the key in that hospital room.
That the right thumb would be the thumb under question. That the right thumb would be the thumb under question. That the right thumb would be the thumb under question. That the right thumb would be the thumb under question.
So as you can see, Aaron Rodgers, he's making a Y symbol in sign language with his left hand, and his right thumb is under the blanket. His right thumb is under question, literally. So Aaron Rodgers has the Y. There's the sign language symbol Y. Y is a question. Y.
I mean, this is like the grassy knoll right here. What do you guys think?
Well, here's
If it's me, I'm going to overturn this and say that it did not touch anybody and go with it being down. If you look at the left thumb on the one angle, although the ball disappears or the thumb disappears, it's clear in front of it that it doesn't really change in direction.
So Tony Romo goes on to compare this whole ordeal here with the Patriots and Edelman's red gloves and his left thumb and his right thumb to the grassy knoll, and you just know at that point the Chiefs are being had. Then this guy comes on TV and he does what they do when they start talking about how they don't see how this call could possibly stand. Now, how many NFL calls, right, are like, it needs clear and obvious evidence to overturn? Now, the ruling on the field was that the Chiefs had picked up the ball, that Edelman had touched it. So now they need a clear and obvious ruling that, Edelman hadn't touched it. And I mean, in a lot of those frames, I mean, it was pretty clear that the left thumb had touched it. They call the left thumb the key. The right thumb is under question. Then they have that coded picture with Aaron Rodgers when his clavicle was hurt. I just think back to that. It really maps on so perfectly And you think, oh, these people don't think like that. They do. You don't think like that. They do. The people who are in charge of scripting these games. I don't have to know who the hell is making my iPhone to know that somebody in a factory put the damn thing together. If I can see an iPhone, I can tell that somebody put it together. Somebody orchestrated it. If I can see numbers, if I can see symbols, if I can see bullshit, I can tell somebody is putting it together. And they throw it in your face all the time if you just wake up and pay attention. Now here it is. Look, the persistent debate answered and unanswered questions about the JFK assassination. That's what the grassy knoll is coming from. The assassination of John F. Kennedy. The knoll above Kennedy, and to his right, the ball goes up and over Julian Edelman's right shoulder. Who knows what direction that was headed? Who knows if they even meant to do this or if this just happened? But I mean, I'm gonna say this is no coincidence. Tony Romo was mentioning this on national television. It has to do with Rodgers. Romo grew up a Packers fan. He's from Wisconsin. Wisconsin equals 118. We've been talking about that a lot. Alright, because of the persistent debate, answered and unanswered questions, and conspiracy theories surrounding the Kennedy assassination, as well as the possible related role of the grassy knoll, the term grassy knoll has come to also be a modern slang expression indicating suspicion, conspiracy, or a cover-up. The NFL is probably using CGI to mess with your head, to literally mind fuck you, and basically get you thinking, hey, listen, did he touch it? Did he not touch it? I mean, from one angle, they can make it look like whatever they want. They can do whatever they want with a couple of minutes and some CGI, I bet. So, stay awake, pay attention, go Pack Go here. This is just the middle of this video, so I don't want to take up, I've already been 3 minutes on this one spot, but I wanted to let you guys know, look at every single frame of this and how it lines up with the Rodgers stuff. And then he goes on to mention the grassy knoll, which basically says, hey, Chiefs fans, we're screwing you, sorry. And we're all going to unanimously agree on that, and then we're going to just debate it forever and ever and ever to keep you polarized. Sorry, guys, but you were had. Let's hope the Packers don't get hit off like this anymore. We've had our fair share, so I'm done with the BS.
I would think that they would overturn this play to not touch it. And we got off the blind,
So you see here, he says we got multiple angles, and yet he somehow comes up with it in his head that he's going to overturn this call. I don't know where they come up with this nonsense, because just as many angles had showed that Julian Edelman's left thumb had touched the ball as the other angles had showed that it didn't. Again, I'm telling you, they're messing with your mind. You're being had if you're a Chiefs fan.
this is not a thing. It has to be clear and obvious.
And Gene, if they're watching it this long, you think they've looked at every angle, then you're saying you're going to make the same call that you come up with.
That would be my thought, though.
I'm going to agree with you, Gene.
And there it is. We're going to determine that the receiver has not touched the ball. They are out of their minds. And they create this controversy on purpose. This was definitely scripted. And it's coded far beyond just that event.
It's a good thing that Edelman got a manicure yesterday.
I tell you what, that was. But he did. The moment it happened, he was like, I didn't touch it.
Yeah, he was emphatic about it.
If he would have, he'd been sprinting after that, although they can't advance it. I mean, it's hard to say it's 100% either way, but there's a lot of angles. If you're a Chiefs fan, you're dead wrong. If you're a Patriots fan, you're dead right.
Never going to convince either side.
No, and I'm not even convinced. There's no convinced 100% on that.
And of course Romo's not convinced. This whole event was just there to create controversy, to polarize the fans, and to get everybody debating over the scripted game. And listen to what they say here in a second, because they're going to talk about how if you're if you're not convinced, then the ruling on the field should stand. They can't help but throw their BS in your face and you don't notice.
Not convinced there's anything conclusive. Aren't you supposed to go with the ruling on the field? But that's a whole nother level. Not convinced there's anything conclusive. Aren't you supposed to go with the ruling on the field? But that's a whole nother level. It went off of Edelman's hands.
So then, literally, a couple of plays on the next possession for New England, and then the ball goes off of Edelman's fingertips anyways and ends up in the Chiefs' possession. Watch what they say.
Well, they have a saying in basketball, the ball doesn't lie. It was going to eventually go back to the Chiefs. This ball goes right through the fingertips of Edelman. And Sorensen returns. They were going to get this ball either way. Brady looks off, fires it.
You're saying Edelman's fingertips are going to come into play in some form or fashion. Oh, man. But the ball, they actually end up 3 yards closer if you're the Chiefs into 23 when they take over.
Now, the fact that the NFL is scripted doesn't bother me as much as the fact that they often do things with the script I definitely don't like. Being a lifelong Packers fan and being very passionate about the Pack, I definitely want to see, the Packers win 10 championships in a row and destroy everybody and nobody crosses the 50. Obviously, I do find that elements of being able to decode the games and see what's going on actually is quite fun. It's exciting to figure out what's going on, and it helps me learn as an astrologer, as a tarot reader, as a writer. Seeing all these different layers between archetypal mythology and symbology and numerology all coming together in these games gives me an opportunity to learn. I don't think we should look at these things and be like, oh, if it's scripted, it's stupid. I mean, I still always watched wrestling since I was 3 years old and loved it because I knew it was scripted and I enjoyed the artistic side of it. And I think we should strive to do the same with these games. Is it sick? Yes. If you're ignorant to what's going on here, are you being had? Hell yeah, you are. But if we start to catch on and do our own research and use this as a learning opportunity, this doesn't have to be completely discouraging, completely annoying, and we can start to find many, many layers going on here. And you will be able to see that, like this one Aaron Rodgers picture, which is extremely coded. The cult that's on the pillow, the Y symbol with his hands that he does often, the left thumb lining up with the key, and then this AFC Championship game sort of mapping onto that. There's a reason that Tony Romo from Wisconsin, grew up a Packers fan, is telling us about this. And we got this picture right here. And then we have Aaron Rodgers' sword fight training with Olivia Munn, which I'm going to document in later videos. And up in the top left corner at the time of his surgery, the icon was him dressed in a Luke Skywalker outfit with a green lightsaber. The green is very important. We have to look at all the symbolism. We've been talking about the storm, and in the Crowley Toth Tarot deck, the green tarot card, the green sword on that card shreds the golden rose, the green and gold Packers. What we need to look at is the storm that's coming. Lots of national headlines about the Packer City Lightning, that weird question Rodgers was asked
what was the
after
key
the
to
Cowboys game.
distributing your Packer City Lightning to all your button men?
And Green Bay deserves credit for weathering the storm.
We need to look at, the fact that Aaron Rodgers does have the green sword, and the fact that the storm that's coming is, has a lot to do with the Packers and maybe eventual Super Bowl or multiple Super Bowl runs. So let's just pay attention to that. Let's use these opportunities to learn. Obviously we don't know everything, but that's the point. We're learning. And it's exciting and it's fun. And if you don't think so, I guess you don't have to. You can just watch the games like a regular person who doesn't know what's going on. And you can enjoy it from any perspective. It doesn't really matter. As long as you enjoy it, so be it. So, hope this video was informative. I'm going to go deeper on this picture and the storm. And there's much more to come. We'll talk about it at another time. But yeah, the Chiefs were had. Sorry if you're a Chiefs fan, but go Pack go. And may the script be ever in our favor.